Hello everyone, welcome to My Money Universe channel. This is episode number 36 and today we're gonna be talking about the bank stock that I'm buying currently and the whole reason behind the purchase. ये स्टॉक मैं अभी और खरीदने वाला हूँ अगर अच्छे प्राइस पे मिलेगा तो, बट आई होप आप एक्साइटेड होकर इसमें पैसे नहीं लगा देंगे just because I'm buying this share. I'm just an amateur like you, so please use your own brain and enjoy the show basically. Now before we start the whole show, can you please help out the channel by smashing the like button? It helps me out a lot and motivate me that you guys are liking my videos and I continue making them for you. So smash right now. Okay, so first let's check out where my portfolio is right now. We have seen the market falling in recent times and it has made my portfolio go down too. There are only bad news all around us right now it seems. With Ukraine-Russia conflict and the sanctioning of Russian banks and companies and individuals after that, then the Fed in US taking tough decisions which will affect the global economy, and then the never-ending melting prices of crypto. Everything is sad and bleak. So currently my portfolio stands at 35,69,572 rupees, that is 52.73% up. From last portfolio update, it is down 4,36,862 rupees, that is 10.9% down. Quite a bit of slice I got it there. Almost lost 4.5 lakhs in it. And in coming times, I think we are going to be continuously seeing this kind of volatility in the market. The only problem for me is that I'm out of cash right now. There are plenty of opportunities right now in the stocks and everywhere I can see juicy companies in good prices. Coming to the juicy companies, मैंने आपको बोला था कि मैं दो फाइनेंस कंपनीज को एनालाइज कर रहा हूं और उसमें से एक स्टॉक बैंक का है. उस बैंक का नाम है कैनरा बैंक. ये बेसिकली एक PSU कंपनी है जिसमें गवर्नमेंट की होल्डिंग 62.93% है. Right now I have bought just 205 shares of this company at 185.58 rupees and it has gone up 13.24% to 210.15 rupees. जैसा कि मैं काफ़ी टाइम से बोलता आया हूँ कि आगे आने वाले टाइम में मुझे लगता है कि PSUs एक काफ़ी बड़ा पार्ट होंगे इंडिया की ग्रोथ स्टोरी का. And hence, it will be good for my portfolio to make a bet on selected few PSUs. And Canara Bank is one of those companies. As you can see in my portfolio, I already have one of the PSU which is Steel Authority of India. And now Canara Bank is the second PSU. Now let's see how is Canara Bank doing. So this is the third largest nationalized bank in India. It was established in 1906 and has offices in London, Hong Kong, Dubai and New York also. If we talk about revenue, then we can see how consistently they have been raising their revenue in last 10 years. From 25,751 crore rupees in 2011 to 85,376 crores in 2022 till now. So it has more than doubled its revenue in last 10 years. And we know how terrible last few years have been, but revenue is not a thing that really shows the inner workings of the company in real light. For that, I prefer to see net profit or the net income. This is the money that you get after deducting all the expenses, taxes and everything. This is the thing that shows if the company is well run or no till now. So here we can see how turmoil the journey of this company has been when it comes to net profit from 2016 to now. This year has been the best year for the company in last 6 years and finally it seems to be coming out of quagmire that's commonly known as frauds and NPAs. They already have over 5,000 crore of net profit and this quarter is yet to be included. Now if we see the stock price of Canara Bank also, then we will notice that since its debut in 2002, it has just made around 350% profit for its shareholders. For 2-decade period, this is horrible performance of the company. But as 2000s has been the runway model for the corporate banks, I believe time has come now for PSU banks to take their flight. Of course, only if they are well run. Now, here I think what is coming to change now, reducing NPAs. India has finally kind of gotten over on all sort of NPAs that were the theme of corporates for last few years. I'm not saying there are no NPAs now or in future, but at least for now the bad companies will not get to roll over their loans and enjoy the hard-earned money of honest Indians. For example, I have loan of 100 rupees on my company and because I'm a bad run company or a fraud company, so I'm not making much company on that 100 rupees loan. So what I will do is, next year I will take bigger loan and maybe pay back a part of last loan from this new loan. And this will continue on and on and on. Ultimately, I won't be able to ever pay back and bank will lose a large sum of money. So after government's crackdown on these kind of loans few years back, we had seen a lot of germs coming out of under the carpet. And that has made all the banks suffer a lot. Now, it finally feels that the dust has settled and we know the balance sheet is little bit more solid than before. Strengthening of balance sheet. Now, after the NPAs, we faced the global pandemic that affected most of us very badly. We lost our jobs, loved ones, and it completely wrecked our finances. It happened with banks too. But there's one thing that happened good here from all these issues. That is that we got better in understanding how the finance works. Same way all the banks learned a lesson of how not to leverage too much and how not to issue the bad loans and focus instead on strengthening your balance sheet and work with only the best run companies and individuals and not take unnecessary risks. And the future was looking so bleak that all the companies started working fast towards saving themselves. If we look at Edelweiss Financial Services in my portfolio, they raised fund more than what was required and also sold the bad loans and also most of corporate loans. In the time of crisis, they also changed their strategy to become more of retail loan company than the corporate loans. All these changes happened in this period and it will serve them well in coming future. As PSU banks faced a lot of flake during this period of fraud and uncertainty, most of them were active throughout to consolidate their balance sheet and prepare themselves for what might happen in future. क्योंकि टाइम इतना खराब चल रहा था तो ऐसे लग रहा था कि नेक्स्ट पता नहीं क्या बड़ी चीज होने वाली है, तो सब लोगों ने कोशिश की कि अपने बैलेंस शीट को कितना स्ट्रांग रख सकते हैं. Coming credit growth. As we have been seeing that slowing GDP growth has brought many countries to a stage where they have planned to spend huge on their own infrastructure. World is moving towards their own version of Atmanirbhar as the pandemic made everybody realize that self-reliance is the key for coming times. Due to Corona, the whole supply chain got badly disrupted and people were left on their own even for the basic necessities. I mean, I'm talking about toilet paper kind of things. In US, that was the first thing people heard it when they realized that country might go for a lockdown. So now to improve their whole system, all the countries are ramping up their work on road connectivity, trains and other things. India is also going for a big boost of infra development. I think our budget is of $1 trillion or something around it, and it will definitely help India in boosting its profit from all the sectors. Now this whole economic growth work will require a huge credit push, and this is where I see PSU banks to lead. Growth, which has been 6 to 7%, could further go to 12 to 15%. According to many economists, India is set to grow in double digits this year or next, depending on pandemic occurrence. PSU banks are well provisioned and they also have deposit gathering ability, and that will give the stock a runaway for many years to come. Now when I see through the lens of these 3 points and other factors like management, technology upgradation, stock's current price, then Canara Bank looks like at a sweet spot. Till now I have bought only 205 shares of this company at 185.58 rupees, and if the stock goes back to in between 150 to 180 rupees, I will be buying more of this share. My plan is to invest around a lakh in this share, and if the prices dip down too much, then I might add 50,000 rupees more into it. But all this is depending on where the stock goes from here. So to increase my cash flow, I have been streamlining my operation cost. That means I have to perfectly set up my client service and my team's time and to see work happens adequately without any delays. I've also slowed down with my passive income portfolio build-up for a while so that I can have my emergency corpus set and ready. I have extension credit line of around 7 lakh rupees right now, and I have used 6 lakhs out of it. This is all because the market fell down and I used money for buying shares. Plus, I have been aggressively investing in my passive income portfolio too. My idea was that whatever money I use in this extension line of 7 lakhs, just for that much money that I have spent, I have to pay 10% interest. But if I invest that money in passive portfolio, then it gives me 12.67% interest. So in between of 2.67% is my free money, for which I did absolutely nothing. Of course, I'm going to maintain my sanity here and not go overboard with this. Now I'm trying to fill that 6 lakh gap and saving money constantly. But being frugal is killing me. I have gone a little extra in this department and missed my friend's wedding just because I didn't want to spend 30-40,000 rupees on that stupid sherwani. I hate that sherwani. Yeah, my friends decided that they're gonna be wearing the sherwani of same design in different colors for some reason. Maybe this is coming from bridesmaids' idea and all. But I hated that idea. I don't have 30-40,000 rupees for sherwani right now, and that too when I'm going to be wearing that once in like 3 to 4 years, or maybe I'll just wear it once only. So yeah, I decided to skip it and used Corona as an excuse. Of course, I'm going to be hearing abuses throughout my life now for this, but मुझे और पैसे बचाने हैं ताकि मैं अपनी फाइनेंशियल इंडिपेंडेंस जर्नी को जल्दी से जल्दी अचीव कर सकूं। ये दूसरे लोगों को समझना थोड़ा मुश्किल है, but I'm really focused on doing this and hopefully I will be able to show you guys the progress through and through. That's why I need the support from you guys in smashing that like button. Come on, just do it. Cash in hand, 1.1% of total net worth. So this Russia-Ukraine war has proved one thing, that you can't be putting your hard-earned money in any one currency or any one government. People from both these countries are suffering from their currency free-falling, inflation constantly rising and the bleak unknown waiting in the future. रशिया में तो बैंक रन हो गया था जिसमें कि सब लोग बैंक से अपने पैसे विड्रॉ करने लगते हैं क्योंकि उनको भरोसा नहीं होता है कि उनके रुपए उसमें सेफ रहेंगे कि नहीं उस बैंक में। अगर आपको ये ऑड लग रहा है तो मैं बता दूं कि ये इंडिया में भी हो सकता है अगर नेशनल इमरजेंसी आती है तो। इस सिचुएशन में गवर्नमेंट आपके बैंक के रुपए को खुद के यूज के लिए ब्लॉक कर सकती है और इस सिचुएशन को संभालने के लिए रशिया ने इस टाइम पे कैप लगा दिया है $20 विड्रॉ का। आप हर दिन $20 से ज्यादा विड्रॉ नहीं कर सकते हैं वहां पे इस टाइम पे। That means if you were planning to flee the country, it would be too hard to leave your hard-earned money behind. And now you need to start all over again. Almost similar thing will happen in Ukraine too in some time. Currency will fall so much that the paper it's printed on will be cheaper than the bread and butter. We have seen this in Venezuela, Germany and many other countries. People will take bucket load of currency notes to buy a single pen. Come on. Now what is the solution of all this? Especially if you are nobody but just a common man. You and me I'm talking about here. We are nobodies. That's why for me, Bitcoin is an obvious choice. It is controlled by no government, has no boundaries and best thing is that it is easy to carry if you're fleeing from your own country. It's just a code sitting on internet. You go to another country as refugee, start up your internet, put your password and boom, you have your money to take care of your family instead of relying on charity for food and shelter. As I've said it before, Bitcoin is the real freedom from all that is man-made, including countries, currency, borders, corporates and everything else. This Bitcoin is the true independence. As you can see here, my Bitcoin stash is around 11 lakh rupees right now. And I have tiny bit more of a quarter of a Bitcoin right now, yeah? In recent times, I have bought a bit of it when it was quite down and I will keep on biting on it here and there on every fall. But because I bought like 98% of it in 2013, my buying price is super low. So I don't have to worry much about what the price is doing currently. I'm on winning side always here. As I have mentioned before, I have been buying more of stable coins like BUSD, TUSD, USDP, USDC to gain more of passive income from them. My app gives me 12.67% on these coins and I get the interest every month, so it's a fun thing to see how I'm earning these thousands of rupees every month without even doing anything. I will continue on my journey of passive income and by the end of this year my goal is to reach around 10 lakh in this portfolio. अगर आप भी क्रिप्टो में इन्वेस्ट करना चाहते हैं और इंटरेस्ट कमाना चाहते हैं उस पे, तो ऐप का लिंक नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में दे रखा गया है, आप उसको क्लिक करके डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं ऐप। Right now, I'm not looking much into any new crypto project, but if you are interested in new crypto, then you can check out Luna, Near, Rune, and Arweave. This Russia-Ukraine war will bring the volatility in the market, so make sure that you invest only the money you are ready to lose, at least in the short term. Both the country's citizens will be putting money into cryptos to safeguard themselves from the disaster effects of war and what follows. That might bring the prices up then. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see my financial independence journey and I would love to have you guys here. Smash the like button because YouTube wants me to beg for it, so smash it right now. See you next time, My Money Universe.